What up, people? Check it out. I have exactly 4 minutes before my next call. So I want to tell you, there's been a lot of questions about starvation mode, too low calories, et cetera, et cetera. And I just want to give it to you straight, as always. So starvation mode, in the way we think about it, in the way it was popularized, does not exist. So back in the day, or currently, if your trainer doesn't know what they're doing, um, you know, it was believed that you could, if you were not eating enough, you would damage your metabolism to a point where your body just stopped losing weight. Okay, and that no matter what you did, you would have screwed up your metabolism, and that's it. You were done, right? No matter what you did, and and so that does not exist. If you actually look at the very first study, and I invite you to go and find it and do this yourself. If you find the study that where this whole concept was implemented, was in concentration camps. Okay, so what they did is they took people from concentration camps that were already famished, and they tested to see how far they could push it. It's insane. They would then feed them even less. Okay, and so what happened is, of course, I mean, they basically were starving to death. What definitely did not happen was their bodies did not hold on to body fat. That's not a thing. What their bodies did is they like they got sucked in. They got super super super, like they looked like skeletons. That's the reality of what happens. So in our minds, we think starvation mode means something happens and now we can't lose weight. That is not accurate. That is not correct at all. It is. Now, what is more likely to happen is metabolic adaptation. Just like I proved with Brianna most recently, when you're eating very low calories for a long period of time, guys, and I'm talking 6 months to 2 years of really under eating calories, your metabolism will adapt. So you'll start to burn less and less and less calories. Okay. You will still lose weight. If you do things properly, if you are measuring accurately, you will lose a lot of weight. Okay. And if you want to test that, you could just be like, okay, now I'm not going to eat anything. And you would see, you would lose weight. Okay. So it never is, if you're not losing weight, it is never that you're just not eating enough. Something else is going on. All right. And you cannot, I mean, you can't blame it on whatever you want, but science doesn't support that. Okay. It's amazing the lengths that we will go to try and point the finger at something else instead of listening to the one guy that you're paying to learn from. Straight up. So now, is it possible, if you're under eating, to start losing hair, to start, experiencing other side effects? 100%, 100%. Like, if you're pushing it and you've been pushing it for a while, I mean, your body doesn't know that you're doing it on purpose. Your body thinks that there may in fact be just no food available, right? So if you push it long enough, it can get to a point where your body starts shutting down processes that are not deemed absolutely necessary. You will still keep losing weight, right? So again, let's just make sure that's super super clear. You would still lose weight. Now, okay, so how do you manage all of that? With my comment on Marlene's post where she said she's eating 700 calories. In a controlled manner, in a phase, there's always phases to your journey, right? There can be an aggressive fat loss phase. There's nothing wrong with that. If it's A month, 2 months, 3 months, nothing wrong with that. If Marlene did it right, I'm using Marlene now. If Marlene did it right, so if she said, look, Miguel, I don't care. Like, of course I don't want to die, but I want to lose this weight really, really, really fast. And it doesn't matter how tough it gets. I am willing to just buckle down and do it. Then I would set her up with an aggressive fat loss phase with intermittent diet breaks, like the diet break that we implemented with Brianna, where for 3 days to a week, she eats at maintenance and then she goes back to an aggressive fat loss phase. That's what the science supports. So I just shared with you that one video today, but I geek out on that stuff, guys. Like I love learning about new studies and making sure that those studies are set up properly, that they are controlled groups and not just studies where people report how they did. We all know how well that goes, right? So we all know how good we are at reporting, self-reporting, right? So straight up, you do not have to worry about starvation mode. A lot of things would have to go wrong for you to be like you would have had to. I mean, look at Brianna. Brianna, I think she lost 150 pounds before the adaptation of her metabolism brought her to that point where eating 1,200 calories was not doing it anymore. Right? Now, if she had said, instead of eating 1,200, now I'm going to eat 800, she would have lost weight. She would have lost weight. Right? Is it fun? No. That's why instead of doing that, metabolic reset, bring her calories up to maintenance, and I told her, when we go back to a weight loss phase, to a fat loss phase, when you are maintaining your weight at 1,900 calories. But that requires a level of trust in your friendly Mexican and a level of discipline that is not in everybody. Okay? Because our minds just want it yesterday, right? So when I'm telling you eat 1,950 calories per day now instead of 1,200, and you stay there until you stop. Well, right now she's losing weight, but until you're maintaining there, one half of her brain is going to be like, if you just cut back down to 1,250 right now, you'd probably lose more. So the fact that she is trusting me, to that point is why it's going to work for her, why she's going to be fine, why she's going to be able to lose more weight on more calories once her metabolism is readapted, right? Your metabolism is not something that if it gets screwed, that's it, you're done. Not at all. So, my friends, as always, just trying to give it to you straight. Stop looking at things to blame. What did they say? Start pointing fingers and start pointing thumbs. I love you. Focus and stay driven. Okay? Love your faces.